Hey, hi, hello, I'm Queen of Vikings, and today I'm going to do a little Q&A about being a content creator. Wow! You guys sent in quite a bit of questions. I asked if you had any questions about being a content creator, and did you deliver? So I'm going to try my best to go over all of these in depth so you guys understand sort of what it's like to be a content creator in a time where everybody wants to be one. So we'll start off strong with how to get over the initial nerve. So they say I started trying to stream and deleted everything as though it. There's probably more to that question. I didn't click it, but okay. How to get over the initial nerve is really about your self-confidence. I personally can't speak to it because I didn't have an initial nerve. I've always been like center stage, spotlight, performing, entertaining since I was younger. I'm an only child. What else was I gonna fucking do? So I was always in the spotlight. So the nerve of starting wasn't there for me. I definitely got more comfortable in front of the camera, but it wasn't out of nerve, it was out of habit. I would have to say just keep going. Like eventually you won't be nervous. Everybody's a rookie. Everybody's a rookie. Everybody's a rookie once. So if you just keep doing the thing, just do it scared, right? Just do it scared. Okay, how do you start and keep going? My ADHD struggles with it so much. I have the opposing ADHD where I thrive off of it. So start, just gotta start. You gotta get your set. Are you talking about content creation in general? Just start posting. You know who's gonna be your first haters? People around you. You know who are my biggest fans now? People around me. All right, it's gonna happen. You're gonna lose people. That you have to kind of be okay with that because some people are gonna get super jealous, and human beings are a jealous sort. So even if you are showing a lot of success and you're really excited, well, now they feel bad because they aren't at that level of success, so to speak, or you have what they don't, and they're gonna say that you got too big for them. When in reality, they aren't growing with you. So dump them. Look into my eyes. Dump them, okay? Someone that doesn't want to grow with you is trying to grow against you. We don't want that. As for the keep going, to get a little sappy, on my Discord server, there is a Love Bomb Queen section. If you'll notice, it's not lit up right now, but I have a giant Get Cherished sign behind me. That is like my slogan. It's Get Cherished Loser. Because I struggle with accepting love and accepting help and accepting really anything. I'm a bit of a hyper independent person, but I'm very codependent on my partner. It's a very weird mix. I check that section weekly because people can write in there how I've affected them and what it means, what the content means. And reading that over and over is really helpful for me to keep going. So the reason I have kept going is because of you guys. Otherwise, I probably would have stopped by now. But when I am iffy on doing a stream, I think of, well, what if somebody really needed this stream today to make their day better? All right, I'm gonna get on stream. If I don't want to post for, say, a while, I'm like, oh, but what if somebody really needed to laugh? Or what if somebody can relate to seeing someone who's passed on and they don't feel crazy anymore? Like, what if somebody could have used this? Or what if somebody was looking forward to it? So it's really you guys that keep me going. It's the community that keeps it going. As for the ADHD, I use mine to my advantage and helps a lot with stream when I've got multiple chats and the game going on, because then it's boom, 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 boom. It's like a triangle of information, which I can take, which is fine.
Boop, 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 interrupt this program, boop, boop, message.
Gamersubs is partnering with Bleach, the anime. They have a new flavor coming out called Bleach Cookies and Cream, and you go to the URL, drinkbleach.com. Yes, that is in fact a real URL. How hilarious is that? Go and click it, use my code to get discounts, and have a good time drinking your bleach. How often do you have to be on when your body and soul are begging not to be? You mean like right now? I kid. I am very fortunate in the way that I've built my content to be as my most authentic self as I can. So there's not really a Queen of Vikings versus a me. I have sort of combined the two. The only time I'm really on is at events. And on just being like, I have a bit of a mask. You know, I just make sure that my face doesn't look like this 24/7. Even though I'm having a great time, my face just will be like that, having a blast. Best time of my life, but my face won't show it. So that's the only time when I'm on, because instead of being like, I'll be like this. So I have just like the tiniest little smile. My eyes are slightly squinted to appear wow, this is the most autistic sentence I think I've ever said. My manager would disagree with me, actually. I think he's heard me say worse. But just a little smile with a squint eye so it looks like I'm having a good time. I'm not fully smiling, it's just a little upturn, just a with a squinty eye, because or else it's just and then I look miserable. So I would say events is the only time I'm really on. And like I said, even on is still just me just smiling. I guess when I'm streaming, there's definitely days where I don't want to, and I try to hide it as best I can. My mods and I are very close, so they like, we're friends. So they do message me and they're like, so today was rough, and I then get really nervous because I'm like, oh my god, what if they noticed? Then like everybody else noticed. No, nobody else noticed. But there are times where I'm streaming and I really, really don't want to be because I just can't do it that day, and I do it anyway. What to do if you're not skilled in making thumbnails? You can go onto Fiverr. They have relatively cheap options that are still very good. If not, learning to use, I prefer Adobe Express to Canva personally, but I use Adobe Express for most things. When I used to make thumbnails, that's what I did. Now I have someone who does thumbnails for me. Nobu, you're the best. And not Nobo, Nobu. Nobu, you're the best. And that Fiverr is a pretty good place though. If you're looking for any sort of graphic design, anything, even like Twitch overlays and stuff like that, Fiverr is really good for that. You gotta make sure that it's not AI generated now, but they are very good. They're very skilled. Ever thought of writing a book about your paranormal experiences? Oh, that's not really a content creator question. I'm still gonna answer it. No, but yes. Like, I've thought of more the practices that I do privately about writing a book, but I am writing one, but it's not about all of that. It's a completely separate personal project. How hard is it to do collabs with other streamers? It's so hard. And it's not because we don't like each other at all. It's because all of our schedules never match. So one of us might be free a Thursday at 3 p.m., but the other one is only free a Thursday at 6 p.m. And then there's time zones to take into consideration and events that all of us are gone to. We all desperately want to do collab streams with each other, and they just don't happen. Like, I have collabs with Sasky that we've been supposed to do for fucking months now. It just doesn't work. Neither of our schedules are cooperating, so we just can't fucking do it. So yeah, it's hard. What's my process? Set up scripts, notes, or I just wing it? I just wing it. I wing everything. I don't have a process. I have an idea and then I film it. I don't have scripts. I don't have notes. I will rewatch it over and over to see if there was something I could have done better in it, and then I'll just change that one section if I could have done better in it. But yeah, everything I've done is winging it. This is why I had to hire a manager. Shout out Sype. Because you can't wing everything. Eventually stuff needs to be organized and scheduled properly, so that's what he takes care of. Just how difficult is it to find a topic for your videos? Not really that much. I scroll, especially in the dance area, I scroll dances and just kind of figure out like what's new, what I could do, and I favorite and then do it. As for the ghost stuff, I have so many experiences that it's really just figuring out which ones to pluck out of the ether and which ones will be received well, because there are some that will not be received well, and that's fine, but I just won't talk about them yet. And for cosplay, again, I just search through some cosplay and I look what I have in my closet, find some sounds. That's it. It's not that difficult for me. When it comes to long form, it's why I don't specifically stick with a niche. Like, yes, I do paranormal content. I also do vlogs and reactionary things. I do dance, paranormal, cosplay on my short forms. Like, I have multiple options so that in the event that I get bored of my content, because that has happened before in the past where I've gotten bored of it, I can't because I just have other options. So I've kind of opened my doors a little bit wide instead of narrowing them. Does your man do okay with so many gooners heading your way? Yes, he does. We are a quite possessive couple, which is fine. Both of us are like this. I'm definitely worse. And I'm working on it, but I've always been worse out of the two of us. The only time it gets weird, like online is online, whatever. Like, he knows I'm hot. He married me. Duh. It's weirder when it's in person and he can tell that they're staring a little much. I can think of two specific examples where it's been weird, which the first time we were at a Montreal Comic-Con meeting of Follower and he was handing me stuff and like stuff that he got me, and I was, thankful and talking to him. I said, oh, by the way, this is King. And he looked at him like this and he went, hi. Oh, not only did that piss him off, that pissed me off. We left that conversation after that. You're not gonna disrespect my husband in front of me. You will not have a chance with me. It was gross. No. Then another time was at another event. We were, I was, I think, talking with somebody. I wasn't in the conversation, but a man had walked up to King to be like, dude, you're so lucky with her, which is fine to say. He was like, oh, thank you so much. And he said it again. Dude, you're just like really lucky with her. And I looked at him. Thank you. And he just kept saying it, and each time was a little more raunchy. And that pissed him off because it was like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like I know I'm lucky. Shut the fuck up. So there have been times where it's been weird, but believe it or not, especially with my passes content, because there is a little bit like raunchier things on there, I'm trying to sort of back away from it, but I understand there's a market for it, so I'm still going to adhere to it, but it's not the sole purpose of that content over there. King is the one taking the pictures. Anytime I have one that I think is like either for myself, I'm like, is it too much? I'll show him and he either approves it or doesn't. It's a matter of communication and respect with each other for that. So, but he takes a lot of the pictures for me. Like there's specific lingerie set on there where I'm on a couch. He took those. The ones where I'm in Valentine's Day lingerie, he took those. So he is okay with, he understands very well. He's very supportive, which is very important in the content world. Someone said, can we see your feet? Go to passes, DM me. How do you keep your mental health in check with having your life online? Fun fact. Most content creators have social anxiety. We start this because we are at home in our safe space talking to a camera where no one's around. And then when we have to go to events, because we got a little bit too big for our britches, it gets a little harder. I am very fortunate to have a very good team that understands that they catch it before I do. I'll be real. But when I start to sort of decline, they can tell and they will start checking in a little bit more. And that's when I notice, oh, I'm probably not doing great. Or my chat will notice. I'll be streaming and they're like, Queen, you're a little low energy today. Are you okay? And then there's a part of me that's like, oh shit, like I'm not performing like I should. But in reality, it's like coming from a place of concern, which I have now find out to discern the two. Because before I took it as an insult. Like, what do you mean I'm not like high energy enough for you? And when that was me being defensive, and that's not healthy. So I saw the opposing side of it, which was just, hey, they're worried about me, which is understandable because normally I'm like, and then there's sometimes where I feel like my brain is leaking. So how do I keep it in check? My team is very good at telling me to take breaks, but that stresses me out more. So my manager will find ways for me to feel that sense of productivity by giving me the most minute itty bitty tasks. And that has helped a lot. I also now have a good support system. Like in 2024, I had a burnout so bad that I have lost memory from it. I know it was from like mid-July to August. One of my friends, Vaughn, really helped me out of that. And anytime I'm sort of feeling that, I can reach out to my girls or my boys. I can reach out to my friends to ask for help now, which has been very difficult. Even then, I don't really be like, hey, I'm not doing okay, I need help. I'm more just like, hey, can we call? Or can we see each other? It's like I'm searching for distraction, so I can just stop thinking about what it is. But having a good support system is really important in this. It's why most of us try to make friends in the content creator space, because realistically, you know, if I tell my IRL friends, dude, I'm so burnt out from traveling, that sounds like the biggest piece of shit brag, right? But if I talk about it with other content creators, they understand. They're in the same field, they get it. So it doesn't feel like I'm like, oh my God, I'm traveling so much, I'm just so tired all the time from my travels. No, it sounds like, dude, I'm burnt out and I'm gonna go to bed for like 3 months solid, and they can understand it. So it's important to make friends in the space as well. That was a really long response for like 3 sentences. I gotta chill. How much does it cost for a cosplay? I've only ever made a couple of them personally. Just a Ghost Girl is a really good cosplayer. She makes all of her stuff. Shout out her. Put a little thingy on the screen. Just a Ghost Girl. My cosplays can cost from $30 to like $150, and most of the time I put them on my throne. So my throne is like a wish list, and y'all get it for me. I do crowdfunding, which is where like you guys can put like $5 here, $5 there, $5 here. I've tried to get them by myself, and then my community gets mad at me for it because they are the ones that want to get it for me. I want to preface by saying that. Not a creator, but what event got you started? My first ever event was The Gathering. Actually, that was my first time going to an event of any kind, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, The Gathering. What was the moment that made you a big content creator? I started blowing up with music reactions. It was neurodivergent music reactions, listening to bass voices, and people just loved how I was reacting because they felt seen with it. I haven't done those in a very long time. I don't think I'll do those again, to be honest. That's one of the content that I got sick of. It was one of the things that I was doing it so much that I got bored of it. I just haven't had that spark come back. But that is what got me big, was doing the bass voice reactions. And then the paranormal content skyrocketed as well. So I would say that. What was the motivation to become a TikToker, YouTuber? Money. So when I started, it wasn't for that. It was just for the funsies. But eventually, I started making more from like streaming than I was in my day job. And I had a decision. that I had to make at that point. There was a lot going on in my life. My life was having a 180, where I was going from this super healthy, fit woman to my body was breaking down. Like, I was getting stomach issues that I needed endoscopies for. My knees were breaking. My back was hurting, which I'd never had back issues before. Zookeeping is a physical job, but I'd done it for like 5 years prior. There was no reason it was all of a sudden breaking on me, to the point that I wasn't allowed to lift anything, which you can't do as a zookeeper. You need to be able to lift things, because I got to lift like 2 or 3 bales of hay in my fucking arms to toss it to the fucking cows. And winter was coming. And what meant by winter was coming is that my job was PR. My job at that point, because I couldn't lift anything, was walking around, talking to the clients, doing animal education, which has been the basis of my entire animal career. I've always been an animal educator. But when winter comes, there's not a lot of people. At the zoo I was at, there would maybe have been between 30 to 11 people, as opposed to 2,000 or 3,000. And so my job was starting to get diminished, which meant I'd probably have less hours. So that's what made my shift happen to, all right, balls to the wall, let's go be a content creator. They paid off, woohoo. But I also have to thank King for that, because he did support me for a very long time while I was doing it before it became big. So I don't know if that helped, but that was my motivation, was my body was shutting down on me. Best way to get more traffic on your page, specifically for Ren fairs, like hashtags or question, little guy with a monocle. So there is quite a bit of luck in content. Anybody who says it's not unlucky, yes, there is luck involved. As for hashtags, don't use more than 5, because if you use too many, the algorithm doesn't know where to put you because you've put so many. So actually putting more doesn't help. Just be consistent. That's your biggest thing. A lot of people underestimate the fact of consistency, but it is important to be consistent. It's one of the hardest parts of being a content creator, why so many people quit, because it is so taxing to have to do this every single fucking day, non-stop. We don't get breaks. Content creators don't get breaks. So yeah, just be consistent and don't use more than 5 hashtags and hope to the algorithm gods. What are your favorite types of videos to make? I really like doing my paranormal investigation videos. I just wish that I could do more of them. But for now, this is like once a month is kind of what I have to do, but I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get 2 a month. Maybe. So this was gonna be part 1. We're gonna definitely have a part 2. I didn't realize how many questions you guys had. So we're gonna do a part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, comment below and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, thank you, bye! Okay. It says stop. We gotta go.
Oh, what? Please, I can have some more.
Oi, bruv.
Come here often, sweet cheeks? Smash.
Wow!
I really have to pee.
Here. Okay. Yeah.